America is huge. Over 340 million people spread across 50 states. But here's the kicker. A handful of states have millions or thousands living in them. We're talking miles and miles of land and barely a soul in sight. Hang tight, your state might be coming up next. Why are some of these states so empty? Is it the weather, jobs, bears, boredom? Hi, today we're uncovering the 9 least populated states in the United States and the surprising reasons why people just don't live there. This is Geography Facts, your go-to for strange, fascinating, and sometimes mind-blowing stories about the world around us. So, if you love learning about places that don't make the news, smash that like button, subscribe, and comment with the strangest place you've ever visited. Number 9. Maine. We start with Maine, the least populated state in the eastern United States. Even though it's packed with coastline, forests, and lobster, it's also packed with old people. Maine has one of the oldest populations in the United States, with a median age over 45 years. Why? Because young people leave. There are not many tech jobs, and much of the state is rural. So, after high school or college, young adults move out with their children. Cold winters, long travel times between towns, and low immigration. And it's no surprise Maine's population growth is frozen in place. Number 8. New Hampshire. Next is New Hampshire, and you might be thinking about it. Wait, New Hampshire? Isn't that near Boston? Yes, but it's also mountainous, forested, and extremely rural. Only a few cities have significant populations, like Manchester or Nashua, and the rest of the state is rolling hills, back roads, and a lot of black bears. It also has harsh winters and limited economic opportunities outside the tourism season, especially in the north. And while it's gorgeous for hiking and fall leaves, it's not exactly a magnet for young professionals or immigrants. Number 7. Montana. Montana is massive, the 4th largest state in the United States, but it ranks 7th lowest in population entire country. Why? Because much of it is totally empty. It's home to huge stretches of untouched land, mountains, prairies, and national parks. But only about 7 people per square mile live there. Winters are brutal, internet access is limited, and job opportunities tend to be in farming, mining, or tourism, not exactly scalable industries. Also, grizzly bears, just saying. We've uncovered the real reason why Montana feels so empty, and it's not what you think. Check the description for all the details. Number 6. Rhode Island. This one might surprise you. Rhode Island is one of the least populated states, but not because it's empty, it's because it's tiny. It actually has a decent population density. It's just so small that the total population is low. But here's the twist. Rhode Island hasn't seen major population growth in years because of economic stagnation and outmigration of younger residents. Many head to Boston or New York for more opportunity. So it's not desolate, just limited by its size and job market. Number 5, Delaware. Delaware is famous for beautiful beaches, business-friendly laws, and Joe Biden, but it's still one of the least populated states. Even though many corporations are registered here, that doesn't mean people are moving in. It lacks big cities or major cultural centers, and outside of Wilmington, it's mostly small towns and farmland. It's also a popular retirement destination, so like Maine, its population skews older, and younger generations often move away to main cities like New York or California. Number 4, South Dakota. South Dakota, home of Mount Rushmore, and a whole lot of nothing. It's filled with wide-open plains, national parks, and ranch land, but it only has 2 major cities, Sioux Falls and Rapid City. Harsh winters, prairie winds, and long distances between towns keep population growth slow. Much of the economy is agricultural, which means fewer urban jobs. Plus, nearly 10% of the land belongs to Native American reservations, which often face systemic barriers to growth. Number 3, North Dakota. North Dakota had a brief population boom during the oil rush in the early 2010s. But once oil prices dropped, so did the people. It gets freezing cold, like wind chills of -50 degrees Celsius, and towns are spaced far apart. It's not an easy place to live unless you're into isolation or heavy industry. Many who came for jobs have left, and younger generations often relocate to Minneapolis or Denver for more variety and opportunity. Number 2, Vermont. Vermont is picturesque. It's got mountains, forests, and maple syrup, but very few people. It has no major city, a limited number of job sectors, and some of the slowest population growth in the United States. Fun fact, Vermont has more organic farms per capita than anywhere in America. But not everyone wants a quiet farming life. Winters are cold, and many young people move to Boston or NYC. It's beautiful, but definitely not booming. Number 1, Wyoming. And now, the least populated state in the United States, Wyoming. With only about 580,000 people, this massive state has more cows than humans. Most of Wyoming is empty prairie, desert, or mountain ranges. There's no big city. Cheyenne is the capital, but it has fewer people than some suburban high schools. Its economy relies on energy, mining, and tourism. But without urban centers or diverse job markets, people just don't move there. And here's an odd reason. Wildfires and water shortages are increasing due to climate change, making rural living even tougher. So, why are these states so empty? From harsh winters to shrinking economies, massive land with few roads, or even just being too quiet for modern life. These places remain America's great empty spaces. But here's a wild thought. If Wyoming were a city, it would only be the 33rd largest in the United States, just above Fresno, California. So what do you think? Would you live in one of these empty states? Or Are you a city person through and through? Drop a comment below and let us know where you'd move if you had to pick one. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Geography Facts, and ring the bell for more deep dives into places you thought you knew.